Ever get that kind of nervous feeling when a plane touches down a little rough?
Oh, yeah, especially when it's like windy or raining. Makes
Yeah.
you wonder what's going on in the cockpit.
Right. And we hear about these runway excursions sometimes, planes ending up where they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, it's thankfully pretty rare, but when it happens,
Definitely makes headlines.
for sure. And we're gonna, peel back the layers on that today. Like, what goes into those split-second decisions pilots make, especially when landing?
A deep dive into the factors that can lead to a runway excursion.
Exactly. And, while mechanical stuff can happen, we're really honing in on the human element. Pilot judgment, pressure they're under, that kind of thing.
Fascinating stuff. So let's imagine we're up there in the pilot seat, coming in for a landing. Maybe the weather's not cooperating.
Right, you've got passengers, a schedule to keep.
How do you even begin to assess if a runway is safe to land on?
Well, first off, you've got to consider the runway conditions themselves, right? But even for experienced pilots, accurately judging things like braking action, crosswind, low-level turbulence, it's trickier than you might think.
Trickier how? Break it down for me.
Let's take braking action. You might get a report that the runway's wet, but that's only part of the picture. Meaning, is there ice under that water? Is it patchy? How much grip will the tires actually have? You just don't know for sure.
Kind of like black ice on the road. Looks fine, but then...
Exactly. And the updates from air traffic control are not always, up to the minute perfect.
So, a lot of uncertainty. Okay, what about crosswind? I imagine that's got to be tough with a big plane.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine trying to park your car in a gale, except you're doing it at 150 miles per hour, and the wind's gusting, pushing you sideways.
I'm getting sweaty palms just thinking about it. And low-level turbulence.
Think of it like hitting those unexpected bumps right before your car comes to a stop. Except you're, thousands of feet in the air. Makes a smooth touchdown pretty challenging.
Okay, I'm starting to understand the complexities here. But then there's the pressure factor, the push to stay on schedule, fuel efficiency. How does that play into all this?
Well, airlines are businesses, right? They got to run efficiently. Delays cost money. And that pressure, it can filter down to the pilots.
So they might feel compelled to land, even if it's not the ideal situation.
Could be. Some airlines even have, bonus systems for landing on the first attempt. Sounds good on paper, but...
Creates a disincentive to go around if things aren't perfect.
Exactly. And that go-around procedure where the pilot pulls up and tries again, that's a safety tool. It's not failure.
Really?
Same with diverting to a different airport if the conditions are just too dicey.
It's about making the safest choice, not the fastest or cheapest one.
100%. It's putting passenger safety above all else.
This has been eye-opening. Makes you think differently about those bumpy landings, those sudden engine roars for a go-around.
Right. It's easy to get caught up in the inconvenience, but the pilot's making a judgment call based on so many factors.
So next time you're on a flight and things get a little interesting during landing, remember what we talked about today. Would you rather have a smooth landing or a pilot who prioritizes safety above all else? Something to ponder.
Definitely food for thought. Every landing's a little miracle of skill and judgment.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for the insights.
My pleasure. Until next time.
Safe travels, everyone.